Hey guys, this is Chad Joyce with Little Elm Real Estate, and welcome to another edition of Touring Texas. And it's been a while since I've been able to make a video. I have been all over the place, been extremely busy. We're in April this year of 2026, and it's kind of surprising we've gotten this far so fast. Last year, I sold 94 homes. A lot of work and a lot of feedback from people who watch the channel, and really appreciate all of that, and you guys who do reach out to me. I do have a really nice home here in Little Elm that I would like to. I've been meaning to make a video on it and I haven't had a chance to, but I want to go out and I want to show you guys. Let's have a quick look at it here real quick. We're at 14533 Eaglemont Drive in Little Elm. Here's the MLS sheet. You can kind of see everything over here. Right now the list price is $370,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, built in 2003, 2,103 square feet. And despite the fact that it is in Little Elm, it is a Frisco ISD home. So if you are looking for Frisco ISD at a more affordable price point, I get it. Interest rates are high, insurance has gone up, real estate taxes have gone up. This gives you an affordable way to get into Frisco ISD at a little bit lower price point. You still get a great community, you still get great schools. Whether you went to Little Elm or Frisco, you still get good schools, but Frisco is rated a little bit higher than Little Elm right now. But I wanted to have a look at this. Let's go show you these pictures here real quick. I'll give you an idea what we're looking at. Here's the dining area. We do this for a lot of our marketing. We do a lot of virtual staging and stuff like that. The house is vacant, so you're going to see it like this right now. And here's some virtual staging and everything. So like I said, the house is nice, clean. We got stainless steel appliances. We got updated countertops, white cabinets, nice backsplash, good open floor plan. So I'm really excited to show you guys this property. Let's go on. Let's drive on over there. Let's have a look and let's see what you guys think. All right, here we are, 14533 Eaglemont in Little Elm, Texas. As we walk right in, one thing about this floor plan is all the living areas are downstairs and all the bedrooms and bathrooms, well, there's a half bathroom downstairs, but everything else is upstairs. So when you walk on in, when this home was originally built in 2003, this was meant to be like a formal living dining area. A lot of that has changed over the last 20 years where this kind of becomes more of a family room. There is one light outlet right here, and we see a lot of homeowners put in recessed lighting out here and kind of turn this into more of a living area space. So we'll go upstairs in a second, but back over this way is the living area. There is a half bathroom right here. This is a corporate owned property. It means it's owned by a hedge fund, and this blue tape indicates that the property was winterized. Not that there's any problem with anything on the toilet, but winterization is actually a preservation technique to get all the water out of the pipes so that when freezes come, the pipes don't burst, or it limits that damage. So that's why you see that. Walking around the corner here, you got the main living area. This is a wood-burning fireplace. You can see there's no gas connections around the side. You do have another breakfast area, which makes that front living area really flexible in what you can do with it. Because you can turn this into your dining breakfast area and then make that an extra living area. Here's our kitchen. Like I said, you got plenty of cabinet space. Got the door handles on it, the hardware on it, the stainless steel appliances, and it does come with a refrigerator. Side by side, top bottom type deal. So really nice refrigerator. There isn't a water line on this one. You know, I honestly haven't gone back there to see if there's a water connection, but I don't think there are typically in these homes. But you know, this does convey with the house. So, and like I said earlier, with, you know, there's no gas fireplace over there. The whole house is electric. So you have electric hot water heater, electric furnace, electric stove, wood burning fireplace, stuff like that. You do have a laundry room. In these floor plans, the laundry room on this side is shared with the pantry. So it's a one big walk-in area. You know, good space there. Then walking around over this way, you got a 2-car garage through here. It does come with a security system. You'd have to add your own monitoring and everything, but here's the 2-car garage. Garage door opener. Do have a sprinkler system over here. So that's already with the property, and here's your electrical panel. So, and you'll see that this one is turned off because that goes to the hot water heater. And since it's an electric hot water heater, they turn them off when they drain them so they don't burn out the elements. So that's all of that. One nice thing about these floor plans, and we'll come out here, this sliding glass door was just replaced, and also the roof was replaced a couple of months ago. But the nice thing about this is, since you do have the front entry garages, you have a nice big yard. You do have shared fencing, but you do get a big yard space. You know, a little bit extra living area. Now, right this way, that's south, that's west, so the sun's going to be down that way most of the time. You do have a 2-story house to kind of block it, but you know, you can have plenty of room for a pool. Prior owners had a makeshift, I guess, grilling area that they put in over here. But you can extend this patio pretty easily and add a pool and still have yard left over. So let's go on upstairs. We can check the bedrooms and the rest of the house here. So here we are upstairs. One thing I do like about this house, this is the only carpet you've got. It's on the stairs. It is nice to have it on the stairs. You know, you don't slip going down, but the rest of the house is engineered wood and tile. This is the primary suite. You can see right now we're over the garage. So really big space, ceiling fan. About to run on by that. But it's really in good shape. You know, you got the 2-tone paint colors and all that stuff. Here's the primary bathroom. Double vanity. This has been replaced. Got little quartz Corian type countertop. Looks like, you know, you still have some of the originals over here. That's the shower, bathtub. You do have a nice big walk-in closet on this one. 2 levels, so plenty of space. And again, the closet has the engineered wood in here as well. So this will be a low maintenance type property. You know, pretty easy to keep clean. You don't have to be cleaning up carpet all the time. Here's bedroom 2. So you can see, you can look out, see the rest of the neighborhood. There's over the backyard. Does have a little walk-in closet. You know, decent little size. For a 2,100 square foot house, this house really does make good use of the space that it has available. We do have a closet upstairs, little linen closet. Over here, this is actually the furnace. I didn't open this up, but you can, oh, sorry, hot water here. Furnace is in the attic. So there's your hot water heater, and there's the attic access. We're not going to go up there. Here's bedroom 3. Again, good, decent size. Not necessarily a walk-in closet, but plenty of storage space in there. And again, you got the engineered flooring on here. Here's bathroom 2. Again, the updated countertops, you know, the winterized toilet seat, a shower bath combo here, and then, you know, more storage in here. So as you can tell, there's really not much wasted space. It's like I said, it's a very efficient floor plan. You know, here's the last bedroom. These are all good sized bedrooms. So, you know, you got your living areas downstairs, you got your bedrooms upstairs, efficient floor plan. Now we are in Frisco Ranch. There is an HOA, there's a pool and a park and all that, just showing you the closet here. So let's go ahead, let's walk on down out to the house. Let's go check out and see what the HOA has to offer. All right, so here we are. We're at the main Frisco Ranch HOA Amenity Center. Nice green area here. We got some yard work going. I did try to get some overhead pictures, but it's so windy today that the drone was kind of getting banded about, so couldn't get too many. We almost crashed it, actually. It almost got flipped over. But here you go. We're going to poke our head in right here. You know, once again, I don't have too much access here, even though I'm listing the house for a company. They don't give us access into the HOA or to the amenities. But you can see we got a nice pool area. There's a little splash pad, shallow area over here on the right. Most of this pool is 3 feet towards the back end. It looks like it's 5, but you do have covered areas. You know, some green areas here that it looks like we got some grills over that way, some picnic areas. So you can make a whole afternoon of this coming over here. Now we are close to 423. So you do get, you know, some road noise, which, you know, when you're in the house, we really couldn't hear it. Those are upgraded windows that kind of keep that noise out. But, you know, just something to be aware of. It does get a little busy here at times. There is a park over here as well. You know, if you have children or if your inner child wants to get out, I don't know how they view that, but you can always try to go down the slide. But a nice playground area for kids. And, you know, the other thing they've got, as I'm walking around here, kind of showing you, the other thing they got is they do have hiking and biking trails. They have this pond area here. This is really more visual than anything else. I don't believe there's any fishing. In fact, they have the whole thing gated, you can see. But nice hiking and biking trail, and you can walk on down here the whole way. It goes throughout the whole neighborhood. And in fact, if you have kids, you know, the elementary school is just right down the way here. You can walk this way. So, you know, it's a smaller community in terms of HOA amenities, but it does offer a lot. It does offer a nice, you know, nice calm atmosphere. And at least when it's not 150 degrees outside, like today, it's nice to come out here and walk around and enjoy the outdoors and everything. So, you know, now we walk through the house. We've checked out the amenities. The real issue is, you know, is this house really worth it? So let's go on back to the office and let's check out the comps and see what we find. All right, guys, so we're back in the office here real quick. We're going to check out the comps on this property. And, you know, we walked through it. We saw everything. There's some good, some positives. There are some drawbacks to the property. You know, you got all your bedrooms upstairs, but you do have 4 full-size bedrooms. They're very large bedrooms. All your living areas are downstairs. You got a little, you know, good, decent-sized backyard. You're close to the lake. You're also close to all the, you know, development that's going in. Gosh, got the phone blowing me up. You're close to all the development that's going in at 380 and 423 there in the North Frisco, Prosper, Little Elm area. That HEB just went in. Gosh, I don't know, what was that, a few months ago? Seems like a few months, probably about a year, but just a lot of development there. So let's kind of have a look and see. We're priced at $370,000. So when I come over here, you can see my screen. How I do my comps is I look for properties that are within a mile of the property. I try to compare it to homes that are built in the same time period. So this house was built in 2003. There's a lot of development going around in that area, so you even have new construction within this 1 mile radius. But we're going to look at homes built within 10 years. Okay, this is a 2,103 square foot home. So we're going to go plus or minus 500 square feet to try to get comparable properties. Now, the other thing that we do need to take into consideration for this is there are a lot of people who buy the homes for the school districts. If you don't have any children, not a big deal to you, doesn't matter. But Frisco ISD is higher rated and considered superior to Little Elm. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare this to just Frisco ISD homes. All right. So you can see we're looking at all the active contingent, kick out. These are all the active properties over here on the left. We got pending and we got closed. And we got pending in the last 90 days, closed in the last 90 days. So we got 10 properties. Not much. There hasn't been a lot of activity in the first part of the year here. Everyone's kind of been waiting around for interest rates. So what we want to see is, we're looking at a 2,100 square foot home. So here we are. We're actually this top home. I'm going to highlight it. I don't remember where I think there's my web paint. There it is. So we're right up here. We're this top home. Okay. And we have two close. We have this one and this one. The 1120 Ute Circle was 2,588 square feet. It sold for $410,000. And the 13349 Mondovi, which is over in Greyhawk, the Ute Circle is in Frisco Ranch, which is the same subdivision as Eaglemont. But the Mondovi property, it sold for $430,000. So you can see right now, and we can take a look at these pictures here real quick. You can see that that home is priced well. But also you can see there's a lot of competition here. We're seeing property prices drop. There's another one at $375,000, very similar square footage. That's in Sunset Point. Let's go. We can look at that one. Look at those pictures. This is 2716 Leisure Lane. Very similar home. It's got luxury vinyl plank flooring. They don't have the quartz countertops. They do have the island stainless steel appliances. A little bit more cabinet space. I mean, good looking house. Nothing seems to be wrong with that. Let's see if we can get that to go away. There we go. So there's that one. There's another one on Eaglemont, 14537. This is the neighbor, actually. You can see here's our house right here, and this is the neighbor. So they have all tile, little engineered wood right here. They have their staircase right in on the front door as well. So, well cared for home. Similar condition. They're priced at $405,000. So you can see that list price right here. They're at $405,000. They're about 350 square feet larger. So, that's something to consider. Let's kind of look. Let's do this. We'll make 1.5 mile radius, and let's go look for things that have sold in the last 6 months, 180 days. Kind of see what else we see. So, we had 1,824 square feet. This one on Riverside in Frisco Ranch, sell for $370,000. Had $12,000 of concessions. It looks like we did have, what is this one? On Lone Spring, sold for $230,000. What happened here? Something must have happened to this house. Either that or someone got a heck of a deal. Man, I'm not sure what happened with that. No notes or anything in here. Something must. That house was on the market for 20 days, sold for 230 in November, so something must have happened. I don't know if there was a fire. Interesting. So there's that one, which seems to be an outlier, but everything else you can see right here is kind of going behind my picture here a little bit, but all of these homes, and we'll scroll down, scroll up a little bit. There you go. You can see it right here. Everything else is sold from 370 to 535. So the home is priced well. It's ready for immediate move-in, and actually that roof was just replaced as well. Cute little house, and it is, it is priced right to move. So, if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and reach out to us, and really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. Again, my contact information is below. Please reach out if you have any questions. And until next time, hopefully it's not a few months. Hopefully we have another one coming out here pretty quickly. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. You guys have a good week, and we'll see you next time on Touring Texas. Thank you. Bye-bye.